Hello, my lovely Scorpio. So, some of you Scorpios, there's a few things that are coming up for you. If you just moved into a neighborhood, there is someone around you that is about to approach you. They've been watching you for a while or since you moved in, and they could have been getting certain things together in their life, and they are learning to trust themselves. So what they're sensing about you is that you are a good woman or a good man, and they want to take a chance when it comes to you. So I want to say that this person could either be divorced or out of a breakup, and they needed some time to like clear their head and give themselves like the courage to put themselves out there again. So the thing is too, I want to tell you more about this person. Their person walked out on them. So if this is like a guy, their woman walked out and left them. And it's almost like they didn't take what the person said seriously until they finally up and left. So the good news is when you meet this person, you get a graduated version of them. It's like somebody who it took their ex-wife or their ex-girlfriend to leave them for them to finally look into themselves. So this is a person that is finally getting out of their ego. Like if you want to be in a relationship with a woman, if you want it to last, there's certain things about you that you're gonna have to give up, certain things that you're gonna have to compromise with. And this is the revelation that this person has found through who they used to be with. So they taught them a powerful lesson by getting up and leaving. It be like that. Sometimes it takes you to leave in order for someone to truly understand the power of your existence in their life. They find out when it's too late. Some people will just blame you and just sit in it, and others will rise and be better. So this is what you're going to get when it comes to this person. I really like their energy. They look like they live a really simple life. They really do. They do have dreams. Like this person could have had a dream of like being a pilot. Like they always dreamed of like flying a plane, but they could have, decided to do something else. So they may tell you about that. I see you guys coming together. You may decide to go out to like a coffee shop or someplace local where you guys can just sit down and talk about your lives and certain things that you're interested in, but they're really, really clean. You're going to love that. They're real clean. Like they clean themselves really well. They take care of their skin. So their skin is really nice and smooth and clear. And even within the first conversation with you and this person, they learn a lot from you. So they could be in a stage in their life where they're reinventing themselves. They're checking themselves. A lot of people, they don't like to check themselves. A lot of people in this world do not self-reflect. So when you meet a man or a woman who is self-aware, it just means that this is a good quality to have for a partner. They'll be accountable and reflective of their behavior and how their behavior affects you. That will make a really amazing partner. That just means you guys have what it takes to work through anything that you go through. So you're meeting them. You're also going to notice how polite they are. They're very, very polite. They could have ties to like Southern hospitality, that they're either their mother or their grandmother. There's a chance that they could have been raised by grandparents, and their grandparents has put this in them. So you're going to notice that their demeanor is very calm, and they're well polished, and they're kind. You're going to notice how they treat the waiter. I'm that type, baby. You got to pay attention to how people treat others, So you're going to notice that about them, and that they like to have quiet time. They can also be a sports fanatic, so they're into sports. They don't seem that much extroverted, Some women, they're into like extroverted, spontaneous men, and other women, they're okay with men who are more introverted. This person gives me more introverted. I don't even see that many people around them. you know, so they may just have a handful of friends. And even if they have a handful of friends, maybe they only get together on special occasions. This person gives me like they're way more connected to their house, and their house is not cluttery. It doesn't have a lot of furniture at all. So they're simple. They give me very simple. Even the way they dress is like simple and clean. And they could be into old school cars. You know, this could even be a person who collects cars. That can be something that they do on their own spare time, is fix up old cars. But you'll like them. It's like this person is very peaceful and calm. And they also give me earth energy. So they can be a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus. And I'm only saying that because they just seem very stable. You know, it can also be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, because they give me mental energy. Like they're more about logical more so than emotional, which will be a good balance for you Scorpios. So that's what I see about who's coming towards you if you are single and you're in a place where you're letting your guard down and you're just going to see what happens. Like, who's aligned for me? You can be in a space like that. Or some of you are just on your way to work and you're just not even thinking about love that much. You could be really big on like your family or your kids. Some of you may even be rushing to pick your child up from school, so you're not even expecting to meet anyone. Like some of you could be in a season where you're oversleeping. Like you could be oversleeping and it's like, oh my God, I just wanted to take a quick nap and I gotta go pick up my child. So like you're rushing. All right. This is gonna be a season where there are different choices for you in love. So if you are single Scorpio, this is something that is going to be happening really, really fast, you know? Like you are overcoming a broken heart and you're opening up to what else is available and around you. So it just says boomerang, a process returning to you. If you did have a broken heart, then a process returning to you is you putting yourself out there, having to discern and look at people's characters and intentions. You could be going back to the drawing board. With the emergency, some of you may get a call about one of your children. Hopefully they're not running out there and hurt themselves. But it can even be if you also have someone older in your family that they could be in the hospital. Hopefully not, but it shows emergency. It can have to do with an elder or it can have to do with the child. Some of you too, just be careful of your health when it comes to emergency. Take good care of yourself. One thing too, if some of you had to get rid of somebody, it says you are not nobody's puppet. You cannot be controlled. I don't know if you had somebody in your world thinking that they can control you or try to manipulate you, and you're just like, I'm nobody's puppet. You cannot tell me what to do. Don't play with me. You know, so that's what could have happened with your last connection, where it shows conflict. You guys could have been bumping heads. You don't play that. Nobody can come into your life and try to control you or tell you what to do. So you could have let this person go, and this is the reason why you're on a journey to something more mature. Some of you really want somebody who's way more mature, somebody who's way more responsible and has the ability to handle someone like you without competing, without getting out of line. That's what you're looking for, you know? Like some of you guys could have came up to a lot of obstacles whenever you try to put yourself out there. And this is why the cycle is opening up again. It's like, damn, is any decent people out there for me? That's how you probably feel about your love life. Like every time you try to connect to somebody or open up your heart, it's always some nonsense that you're unwilling to put up with. So you're putting your heart out there again. You're trying again. Some of you are not even trying it at all, and you're just minding your business, and someone shows up in your world at the right time, and you're going to notice the difference in this person right away. You're going to notice that, and they are going to want to be your friend first. They're not going to want to this jump and play house and all that. This could also be a person who is looking for a house. So they could be renting right now and they're looking for a house, something nice and stable. They could be a person that they would love to be on the first floor and rent out the rest. So they're looking for something serious. So they're trying to be real strategic about their love life, They're going to also make sure that you ain't got no jealous exes or anybody chaotic in your life, because they ain't trying to play about that either, and they won't mention it. So this person just gives me mature, and they like to finish what they start. So if things don't work out, like they take heartbreak so seriously. They take it serious. I see you doing your makeup, One thing you're going to realize, like, you're not afraid to be you anymore. Sometimes you can meet somebody and feel like you have to downplay your feelings, or you got to be strategic and all these different things. Like, you could have been a person who was more fearful. You're going to realize that you just want to be true to yourself. You just want to be you. It's, if you feel like wearing lashes, you'll wear lashes. If you don't, you don't. It's almost like, this is just who I am. It's either you take me as I am, or just get the heck away from me. Because at this point, I just don't give a damn anymore. You could be at that place. Like, some of you guys could be looking at how you used to date, or how you used to try to be so perfect or fit into a certain category. And you're going to realize it's just a bunch of nonsense. Like, whoever loves you is going to love you for you, no matter the conditions. And that's the type of love you could be looking at. So I just see you being more laid back when it comes to love. Letting things come to you, seeing where it goes, just being more open and focused. Like, look at this. In your love life, you are recognized as the Empress. So somebody who takes really good care of themselves, somebody who's very attractive and looks nurturing. So you look like the type that a man would want to pour into. But once again, like, whoever this person is that's moving towards you is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, they're very smooth. They do what they say, but they move on their own time. Like, they take their time. You can't rush this person to settle down. So this shows the Wheel of Fortune upright. It's a new cycle of love. People who are emotionally available, people who admit when they're wrong, you don't have to worry about being the stronghold of the daggone connection and carrying it all by yourself. That could have been why your old connections didn't last with the Tower. Once you start to realize people are not emotionally available, they're not showing up for you, they're not doing what they say, you walk away. Some of you too, you get something new that you're excited about. It could be a new phone. I just see you approve for something. It could be a new phone. It could be a loan for something that you really, really wanted. Another thing too, it's like, I see feminines wanting to be your friend. You know what I'm saying? Because of a certain energy that you hold. And I see you looking at them like, Like, one thing about you, you don't like fakes and phonies around you. There's a particular type of stable woman that you would only really open up yourself to when it comes to friends. And I don't even know if you're in a season where you're really looking for friends. So whoever is trying to marrow you on purpose and hopes that you will be their friend, or you'll look at them more like an equal, I just don't see you being available for that, Some of you too, when it comes to female friendships, you're a little guarded, because you could have had difficulties with feminines in your world before. So you just give me, I don't know, Scorpio, you give me you're okay. You give me you're okay. I just feel like you might have a fresh perspective on life and people, and I feel like you're in a place where you just want to follow your heart. You just don't want too much right now. Like, I'm okay. Like, you can possibly turn away invitations of people trying to, oh, you want to go out, or, like people trying to get too close to you. I don't really see you being that available. You just probably want a really good man or a really good woman, and just to settle down and have a quiet, private life. I feel like you've had enough of the external world, or trying to create circles with certain types of women's. And I feel like you're in a place where life is a little more simple for you now. It's more quiet for you. You're understanding a lot of things, and Some of you can have an older parent that you are worried about or taking care of. So you don't want any external drama. That's what it is. You don't want no drama. You don't want no smoke. You don't want no drama. You just like to be to your own self. That's just who you are. So let me see. When it comes to the devil, I feel like when you meet this new person, you're going to be a little scared. You're a little scared because you could have some, in the past, you could have had some unhealthy partners, and you're just really cautious about that. Like, should I trust it or not? Because I don't want nobody coming into my life and playing games. This is the biggest thing. Even with friends trying to get close to you and trying to see what you up to, and if you want to go out, you're just way more cautious about people. I just feel like you're protecting your peace. I feel like your peace means more to you. Any drama that you do have in your life comes from shows, because I see you watching a show. It could be Beauty is Black, honey. That show is drama, honey. But I just see you watching a show and you're all into it. So it's just a very, very balanced life and secure. You feel more secure within yourself right now. You feel more polished. And you're not looking for perfection. You know that. Like, nobody's perfect, but I just need someone who can match my energy and someone who pays attention to the small things about me. It's like you want real care. You want a long-standing relationship, you know? So it shows the Ace of Pentacles. Like I said, this person is very stable. They are stable in their life. And the Seven of Pentacles, they're just going to see what happens with you and them, you know? I don't really see them planning anything really big. This person could be thinking about buying you flowers. You look like a person that would love flowers. They want to know if you like traveling, because they can be a person that would love to experience more of the world. They're going to like your height. You have the perfect height for them. And they're going to laugh if there's certain things that you catch on to them. Like, nobody knows me like you. So you might catch on to certain things. Of course, you Scorpios are intuitive. So it could be intuitive. Like, you have an intuitive nudge when it comes to certain things about this person. And you're right. You're right about them. So they're like, oh, shoot, let me find out. You catching on to little things about me already, you know? You're going to be in a season where you're cozy. Like, you might be wearing a sweater. You want comfortable clothes. You're understanding yourself more. You're really big about making sure your children are okay. And you just want to be appreciated. That's all. You want somebody who's going to put the effort in, who really appreciates you. See, this is you. The awareness. You're very aware now. I think you just have more control over your world, and you're standing your ground. Like, you're way more protective of yourself. You stand in your standards. You're not playing with anybody. And just like I said, this is the energy that's just around you right now. Some of you too could be looking for somebody who's more rough around the edges a little bit, but stable. Like, somebody who's very protective, authority. Some of you guys could be dating a police officer. But when it shows foundations, achievements, and like, this is all you want. You're looking for stability. You're looking for a partner to settle down with. Some of you, you're really big about the kitchen. I see you cleaning the kitchen or scrubbing off the stove, and you can have a little OCD making sure that everything is tidy and clean, doing the laundry, and really big about your children. I even see, like, you need to do your homework. They could be missing an assignment, or they losing focus, being too silly, goofing off with their friends. So I see you staying on top of your kids when it comes to your homework. Just notice of how stable and simple and peaceful your life starts to become, you know? So if any of you were going through a heartbreak, look how healed you're starting to become within yourself. Look how you're starting to find peace, and now you're starting to have your boundaries and stand your ground when it comes to who gets access to you and who doesn't. You're way more protective of yourself. You're way more aware, you know. Some of you too, if you've been in the house eating a lot of snacks too, you might notice like putting on a little weight. That might piss you off, but I see that. And some of you might be going to get an oil change or fixing something on your car. All right, I'm gonna do a full spread on this person that's coming towards you and look at the possibilities and the outcome. I'll also do your family, your friends. I'll go into details about your children and a small spread of your ex. That's going to be on the extended, and the extended is going to be in the comments. If you would like your own personal reading or one-to-one spiritual life coaching, if you are stuck in any karmic loops, you can definitely email me. I can help you. And I send you love and light.